Stephen King's The Mist, one of my favorite books of all time. I actually first read this book in middle school. I know, a little bit young for a kid to be reading Stephen King, but I loved this book. I actually read it twice, and I think the reason that I loved it so much is because it is a really fast paced book. It's originally a short story, but it got serialized I don't know if it got serialized when the new movie came out or before that, but it is a must read. So, basic plot for you guys: people are stuck in a grocery store. There's a mist, a little spoiler, giant spiders. It's terrifying. And it gets really deep into religious extremism. And honestly, what I loved about this story and what I thought really made it stick together was the characters. You know, this story not only has a plot that just keeps on moving, we go from one bad thing to the next, to the next. It keeps ramping up. But again, it's the characters. You care so much for these people that you just can't help but be like, oh my gosh, I have to know if they get out of here alive. And so I do have a critique: the ending. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it was not the best. Ironically, the movie did it so much better. The movie had one of the best horror movie endings. Yes, entire horror movies. They just knocked that ending out of the park. It's like somebody went, okay, let's give this just the best ending possible. And it was perfect. I wish it was in the book, because the book, it kind of goes open-ended. But the movie's like, here it is. And it's tragic, and it's sad, and it's so perfect. Perfect. But okay, if you love science fiction and horror, and just love a fast-paced story, this is the book for you. Again, characters are great. The world building is so amazing because, again, they're in a just grocery store, but it's what happens in this grocery store. It makes it feel like this entire world. You're going to be hooked. And no, don't watch the television show. I'm sorry, but it crashed and burned hard. This story should not be a television show. There's not enough material for 10 episodes. This is an hour and a half to 2 hour movie, because that's what it's supposed to be. It's a beat by beat by beat thriller ride, and you're going to love it. So please check this out. I've read it multiple times. I'm thinking about reading it again, just out of sheer enjoyment. It's one of those stories that, you know, it's not a masterpiece. It's not meant to be a masterpiece. It's fun. It's just a fun story. It's scary. It's engaging. You're going to love it. Thank you all for listening. I know this is a quicker review video, but seriously, check out Stephen King's The Mist. You won't regret it.